Close your eyes and picture someone truly wealthy, not someone pretending to be rich with rented Lambos and fake followers, but someone with quiet confidence. A person who doesn't need to show off because their wealth speaks in peace, options, and freedom. Here's the twist. Most millionaires didn't start rich. Many of them weren't even top of their class. What they had was a mindset, built over time, often through hard lessons. And what they didn't do is just as important as what they did. They don't chase every trend. The world is loud. Every scroll, every click, every video promises the next big thing. Millionaires? They don't buy it. They're not dumping thousands into get-rich-quick NFTs or chasing every new business model that's hot for a month and dead the next. They've learned that wealth is boring. It's built from patience, not panic. From compound interest, not lottery tickets. Here's the mindset shift. Millionaires think in decades, not days. Instead of chasing every wave, they choose the ocean. They invest in what they understand. They build slow, solid foundations, not sandcastles of hype. Ask yourself, am I building or am I reacting? 2, they don't waste time complaining. This one's tough because complaining feels good for a moment, but millionaires know that every second spent blaming others is a second not spent building solutions. They've all had failures. Some were crushed by debt, some were betrayed in business, some started with nothing, literally zero. But instead of saying, why me? They ask, what now? They treat every setback as a tuition fee. Painful, yes, but packed with lessons. It's not that they're emotionless. They just understand this core truth. Complaining is comfortable, but growth is uncomfortable, and comfort won't buy your freedom. 3, they don't rely on one source of income. Let me paint a picture. Imagine a table with just one leg. If that leg breaks, what happens? It collapses. That's what relying on a single job or paycheck looks like. Millionaires build tables with multiple legs, so they're never dependent on one source. This doesn't mean they're doing 10 things at once. It means they stack income over time. Start with a 9-to-5. Add a freelance skill. Invest the profits. Create something once that pays forever, like a book, a course, or a rental property. They're not just earning, they're engineering income. When you build enough streams, your money starts working harder than you ever could. That's not just wealth, that's leverage. 4, they don't spend to impress. Let's be honest, social media has ruined our sense of financial reality. We see 22-year-olds in luxury cars, influencers dripping in designer brands, and people vacationing every month, and we assume they're winning. But many of them are drowning in credit card debt, living paycheck to paycheck behind the scenes. Real millionaires? They don't care if you think they're rich. They care if they are. In fact, studies show most self-made millionaires live in average neighborhoods, drive practical cars, and shop for value. Why? Because their self-worth doesn't come from status symbols. It comes from security. They know that ego is expensive, and freedom is priceless. You'll never build wealth if you're always trying to look wealthy. And 5, they don't ignore financial literacy. Let's end with the foundation of it all. Understanding money. School didn't teach us how to manage a budget, or how credit works, or how to invest wisely. But millionaires didn't let that stop them. They became students of wealth. They read, they asked questions. They surrounded themselves with people smarter than them. They made mistakes and turned them into lessons. They know that money is a game, and you need to learn the rules to win. And here's the good news. You don't need a finance degree to get started. You just need curiosity, consistency, and humility. The day you take your financial education seriously is the day your wealth journey really begins. So let's flip the usual advice. Instead of asking, what should I start doing? Ask, what should I stop doing? Because what you remove, the bad habits, the distractions, the excuses, creates room for the right ones to grow. Let's recap. Don't chase the hype. Don't waste time blaming. Don't depend on just one stream. Don't spend to be seen. Don't stay financially blind. Millionaires aren't made overnight. They're made in moments. Small, quiet choices stacked over years. And if you start cutting what no longer serves you, you'll be surprised how fast things begin to grow. You don't need a miracle. You just need a mindset. And that is entirely in your control.